Good morning, everybody. I hope you're all having a good morning. Well, shit, it's almost noon for some of you. I always forget that now that we're a full 3 hours ahead or behind from the East Coast. I'm always like, oh. Anyways, I have a busy day coming up, but I have to say some things right quick this morning. And I'm hoping some of you will feel the same way about this situation that I do. So we're gonna give it just a second. I'll play my quick intro and then I just want to talk to you guys for a minute and see what you're feeling. Vent away. Good morning, y'all. This is kind of becoming a thing that I like to do, I'm realizing. Sit outside in the morning, have my Diet Coke and my cigarette with you guys in the morning after I get the kids off to school. It's kind of a nice little decompress occasionally during the week. Good morning, Perry. Good morning, Just For You, Lurker, Marcy, Bo, Laura Jean, Laura, Petty Crocker, Lindsay, Revival, Daddy's Baby Girl. Y'all, I just got to speak my mind a little bit because today I wake up with a really heavy heart for Sebastian once again. And I want to peel this back a little bit and make people understand what they're doing. Yes, I know full well what Seth did last night on an interview again with a YouTuber, TikToker. I've seen it. I've heard it. I'm disgusted. Completely fucking disgusted. Once again, we're watching people completely destroy the privacy of a minor child. The complete privacy for what? This isn't information the internet needed to know, and I'm sorry if you disagree, but this is not going to. This should have been told to law enforcement. Could have instantly stayed with law enforcement. Wasn't needed for the internet to know. Sorry, but just going to say what it is. When you are exploiting your child's pain and suffering like this, meanwhile, hoping that he comes home, and I'm still in the team of hopeful that he comes home, that's crossing so many boundaries. Yeah, that's Revival. I saw that. Good morning, Shift Happens, Fit and Curvy, Britt, Megan. Y'all, this is too far. I'm sorry if you disagree, that's totally fine, and you can say so in the comments, but tell me exactly how this is helping bring him home. Because let me give you a quick synopsis here. If your deepest, darkest things were exposed to the internet because obviously something's going on, that can't be avoided. We all know that there's something going on here. We don't know what happened. The assumptions can be out there, but to completely throw the child's privacy out, this is about Sebastian, and that has gotten so lost even with the parents, I feel like right now, that you are releasing private details about their life, meanwhile stating that you hope they come home. Do you know what you just put that child in? And I'm sorry if this offends people. I have stayed very clear that I will not attack the parents, and I'm not. But this is too far for me. This is way too far because let's say he is having a hard time. Let's say he did run off. Let's say he is found. Now his peers, who he struggled so hard to have relationships with, according to these parents and people around him, he wanted friends. He wanted acceptance. He wanted to be a normal teenager. Now you've released this to the entire fucking internet. to the entire goddamn internet. And how does this help? Absolutely, Perry. Yep, absolutely. So, yeah, Megan, absolutely. Hey, SWTC. So, okay, let me give you, yeah, generally, Jenny. Okay, so, oh, so many of you. Okay, there was an interview last night that was done, and Seth released very private details. I'm not gonna say what it was because it just makes me sick that he even did this. He released incredibly private details about something that Sebastian endured when he was 7 years old, and should have never been released. It could have been dealt with law enforcement, court, all of that stuff. But such a jump. It was, I don't even want to talk about it. It just bothers me so bad. Every thumbnail, everybody's talking about it. All the true crime are just gravitating onto it and just throwing it out here like it's candy. It's like a parade, and they've been tossed candy again by the stepdad or the dad. It is so gross. Um, he released information about a very private situation that happened when Sebastian was 7 years old when they lived in California. That a neighbor, a 13-year-old neighbor boy, according to what was stated, did. Now, again, please be mindful. I'm not saying this is not our business. This is not our fucking business. Yeah, exactly. Allegedly endured. Yeah, this is just not our business, you guys. Like, this is, and watching the internet salivate over this and use it to shame this fam. Oh, I can't wrap my head around it. I can't understand why the fuck this was released. If this is about Sebastian, why aren't you doing everything in your power to protect Sebastian? Who the fuck is protecting Sebastian? Who the hell is the one that's going to stop doing this to Sebastian? How are you guys releasing this information and thinking that it's okay? I don't care if you're mad at, I don't care. Take it to law enforcement. This is not necessary. Because the dad, yeah. And I'm sorry, again, it's just, it doesn't prove anything. It doesn't prove that they were negligent. It doesn't prove anything. CPS was obviously involved. He still wasn't removed. God, people just need to, oh, it doesn't just for you. That's what I've been saying. Hey, Daddy's very big girl. AT, good morning. Yes. Oh, they're salivating all over this. Oh, yeah, Terry. Yep. And I have remained so nice, but there's so much that could be said. And to think that this was purposely done. Yeah, no, I know what you're saying, KDB. Hey, Terry, or Terry, T Berry. Goodness, I'm calling you Terry this morning. I saw Terry, said hi to Terry, and then I saw T Berry. Here we go again, Becky. Wake up. It doesn't help. It doesn't help at all. Absolutely, generally. And this is what these people want to see. They want to see this infighting. They want to see them going at each other. They want to hear the worst, deepest, darkest stories. But this is my issue, is this is Sebastian's stories. These are his stories to tell, not these people's. And how the fuck are they weaponizing something that private that happened to him? He's 15 years old. He is not a baby. This will impact. God, it makes me mad. I get that they're frustrated. I get that they are feeling hopeless, but how does this help? How does this help? Absolutely, Katie. 100%. It feels so gross. And to see my algorithm is one after another, after another, after another of all of these people salivating over this information. Like it's, like I said, candy being tossed out at a parade. It is so gross. And all I think about, my heart just sits and breaks for Sebastian. We are supposed to protect our kids, not release this shit to the internet. It is not our place. It is not their story to tell. And if for some reason he is out there, how is this helping? How is this helping him know that he is loved and protected and he matters? Like, how is this? It's being weaponized. Oh, God, it's gross. Hey, Miss Leah, it's on the internet forever. Yep. And when you have a child that they've all admitted had struggles with peers, and then you release that stuff on the internet, it's here forever. And all of these grown ass adults, instead of thinking about, like, holy shit, that was boundaries that were just jumped, that was huge privacy issues that were just thrown out the window. He is 15 years old. Shift, they said that he didn't, that Katie neglected to get him help for all these years until recently, and blah, blah, blah. You know, parent of the year. Like, it's just turning into such a shit show. I can't even. And my heart breaks because what about Sebastian? Very poor judgment. Yeah, Perry, absolutely. Yep, yep. I don't blame Seth for being at his breaking point, y'all. Like, but this was a clear lapse of judgment. And if this wasn't a lapse of judgment, who is there helping him? Like, this is why I say victims advocacy too. Like, obviously they're not working with a victims advocate that's helping guide him to, like, understand that these have huge implications. These stories that he is telling and releasing this private personal information, like, this has huge implications behind it. I Absolutely, Adam. I agree. Hey, wishful thinking. Telling you, yep, Daddy's baby girl. It's terrible, and they're talking about it all, every single gory detail. They're trying to speculate. They're trying to figure out who the neighbor was. I'm just, how do we help these people? Like, we can't. It's too far now. Yeah, Terry, I said the same fucking thing, and he was like, I tried. Uh, yeah, just read 24/7. It's really terrible. Hey, Zoya. Petty, that was said the other night too. That I've told you guys, I've seen him called the Don Wells again, and I didn't want that for him. I don't want that for any of them. I don't want any of them to be in these shoes. I think he's at his breaking point. I think he is emotionally tapped out. I think his lapse of judgment right here on this one was a major thing, but this is not helping, y'all. Yeah, Wendy, I have a lot of questions right now. No, he meant to talk about it, Daddy's baby girl. He meant to talk about it. He weaponized it against he went after Katie and Chris last night. He absolutely did. Hey, Lacey. Dose of reality with Jenny Lou. You are spot on. It is absolutely, they're pushing for this to go to this level. That's why I continue to say, like, and they want a negative outcome. They want this stuff to be talked about. And it's just, yeah, exactly. Claus, exactly. That's my concern. Hey, Diamond Cutter. Yeah, he absolutely did. He went pretty hard. Yep, I agree. It's just, and I can't even imagine the frustration and the exhaustion and the emotional distress that these parents are under. I really can't. I don't ever want to be in their shoes. But I just worry about Sebastian. I worry about Sebastian because this is such personal information that shouldn't and didn't need to be released. This should have gone to law enforcement, and that's where it should have stayed. These are minors, but they still have a right to privacy, and they still have to be protected. And when we fail them over and over again to protect them and use us for content on the internet, we have a huge problem. We have a huge problem. Massive problem. This isn't content. This is somebody's. It's not their story to tell, y'all. It's not their story to tell. It is, Laura. It is getting worse. Yeah, titanium, you're really right. Terry, I don't know how we've gotten into this world of that. I was sitting there thinking before this came out, I was like, I wonder if, because Seth works in a correctional facility, and I was sitting there trying to like go at all angles, and in my own head, I keep my speculation off the internet, but I was sitting there, and then that happened, and everything that I was once thinking just like left my mind, because I was like, how is this happening? Megan, it should have. Yes, I agree. But they don't want that. Yeah. Yep. Wendy, and they are salivating over this. That's the sad thing, is you can look at, since it happened last night, there's so many clips of it. There's people that have already been live. There's people that have already done videos. It's out there forever now, y'all. Please, if you're a parent of a teenager, they're going through enough, even if they're not on the spectrum, if they have no behavioral issues, if they have no mental health issues, if they're the perfect child, okay, which doesn't exist. Everybody has flaws, even our children. And kids all go through it. We've all been children. We all know what it's like to be a teenager. Please protect your children's privacy and don't release that information. Like, this is not family vlogger content. And fuck. Oh, Bree, you're gonna be livid. Hey, good morning, that girl. Titanium built. Did you see what happened last night on? I don't even want to promote the fucking channel, to be honest. Like, I don't even want to tell the channel. You'll see it all over in your algorithm today. Seth went on and did an interview with a gentleman that predominantly has a base on TikTok, but he has been grifted, or getting in the grift over here on YouTube too. He came from Betty's crew. He was with Betty and Olivia in the beginning of all this shit. His name is Justin also. But he had Seth on for an interview last night, and Seth is obviously at his breaking point and released some extremely private information of an incident that occurred when Sebastian was 7, when they lived in California, that was not necessary to be released. Who's Michelle? I don't know who Michelle is. Yeah, yes, Jenny Lou, abso-fucking-lutely. Well, I think, in all honesty, I think Nancy Grace would have loved this. Yes, Love Shack. I agree. Yeah, Megan. Yeah. Yes. Period is something that affect. God, I can't even talk. This makes me sick. Hey, Coco, it's not our story to tell, y'all. It's not our story to tell. It's not our story to know. It's not. This is terrible titanium built too. This is like extremely personal, private information. Oh, I don't know who that is at all, Brianna. I don't even know who that was. No. Justin from TikTok is totally different than Spanky. Yeah. Yeah. It's real bad. I'm Please, from now on, people, think about what you're doing. If you are doing interviews with these parents, they're obviously at their breaking point. That's exactly what the internet wants. But this is not our story to know. This is not, I'm sorry, but it wasn't his story to tell. It didn't need to go this way. Of course, the internet wanted it to be that way, but this didn't need to come out. This isn't fodder for fucking internet. He is a missing child. And if what was said was true, which I have no, again, I believe the parents, I believe what they say. I don't believe, I'm not going against that, but there's time and place, and this was not necessary, and it's not their story to tell. He's 15. He's 15. No, it could not be. Love Shack, there, I highly disagree with you. If it's important information, it would have gone to law enforcement, and law enforcement would have done with it. Tell me exactly what the fucking internet needs to know about his potential abuse from a neighbor child when he was 7 years old. What the fuck does that have to do with the current situation? And how the fuck was that the parents' responsibility, or not the, oh, How was that their choice to release his private information? He is 15. That is overstepping every boundary. If it's important information, then it goes to law enforcement and it stays there. What the fuck is the internet going to do with that information? Sorry, not directed at you, Sarah, but I'm just pissed because that is not information that is going to help us interneters. That is not fodder. His story is not fodder. Yeah. If I see any of you running with this, I swear to God, you'll be drugged just like the rest of them. I swear to God, if I see anybody that I know using this for content, your ass will be right in my list just like the rest of them. And it will be known that everybody that you like to exploit people's children's sexual assaults, children's, trust me, you won't want that because I'm done. This shit is too far. This is disgusting. Yep, T-Berry and law enforcement should have, they do need to know. But Sarah, listen to this. Again, law enforcement, I hope they do know. I'm assuming they do. That would be ridiculous for them to not, especially if he's been getting therapy for it and help. That is protected information that would go directly to law enforcement. Of course, a CPS investigation is open. All of this is known. All of this is known. If it is actually true, it's all known. I don't know if you guys don't know how CPS, how law enforcement, anything like this happens. When you report a case like this, an instant CPS case is open. When there is a sexual assault of a minor child, an instant CPS case is opened. It doesn't matter it doesn't matter about the perpetrator. It is always opened. That information will go directly to law enforcement. Forensic interviews happen. All of that stuff. It's protected because he's a minor and he's a victim. This is fucking ridiculous, people. Absolutely fucking ridiculous. We do not exploit children's. Fuck. I have heard that Dr. Wendy was that Dr. Latina. I don't know who the fuck that is, but I swear to God, she was on Trev 757. So any type of doctor that would go on a channel that exploits tragedies like this over spirit boxes, that says all I need to know about that doctor. Yeah. Oh, daddy's baby girl. It's the whole thing. Sarah, I'm speaking from experience. I'm speaking from experience. I'm speaking from knowledge. I'm speaking from, this is not our information. I don't care how much people want to salivate over this. This is not okay. Lana, thank you. I did too. Yeah. Yeah. Yes. Bree, thank you. Yeah. 100% what Bree said. 100%. Chapped. There you are. Yeah. Yes. Yes. Yeah. Yes. Yes. God, I'm so thankful you guys get it. Yes. I yeah, I love Shaq. That was smart. Yep, Perry, yep. That was stated. Oh, just doesn't. Good morning, Tracy. Oh, Miss Leah, that doesn't matter. Yeah, that doesn't matter. That doesn't shock me. Sorry, I can't even talk. I'm so pissed off this morning. Titanium, I am not shocked. Like, as soon as it was said, people were live doing, yeah, Tracy, I'm completely beside myself about it. Hey, Kathy P. Twist, that's what, okay. Yeah, I've heard horrible things about her. Oh, yeah, Daddy's baby girl. They've all been just salivating over this, you guys. This is a child. This is a victim story. This is a victim. He is a child. He's 15 years old. Do you understand what this type of shit does to kids? This is where I have the hardest time with the internet because most of you don't fucking get it. You don't get it. You sit here and say that your lives are so perfect, meanwhile, judging everybody else. And these are not our stories to tell. These are not information. This is not information that we needed to know. This is his personal stories. This is private, personal information that doesn't need to be put out here. I'm sorry that Seth is at his breaking point. I'm sorry that he is going through something unimaginable, but this was crossing every boundary that I've ever seen. Yeah, it was too much, too much. Good morning, voices. Really private information. Hey, Ellie, really private information was released last night. Really private information on an incident that allegedly happened when Sebastian was a younger child. I'm not going to go into what he said and all of the details, but things that should have gone to law enforcement, which I'm sure did because of the CPS case. You guys, that's how this works. Like, it doesn't matter if the parent, guardian, anybody had anything to do with it. A CPS case is instantly opened in situations like this. While an investigation happens, this is information that law enforcement would have been privy to. This is, if he is in any type of special therapies, ABA therapies, anything like that, that information is private and protected and would have been sent directly to law enforcement. Law enforcement has this information. It is not fodder for the internet. There is nothing that any of these people on YouTube channels is going to do with that information besides exploit the hell out of it and make it a bad situation way worse. We don't do this to victims, y'all. We don't do this to victims. What are we doing? Yeah, Tracy said it. Marie, good question. Twist, read Tracy's comment above. We shouldn't know. We shouldn't know. This isn't our information to know. And again, I feel bad that the parents are at this point, but this is last lapse of judgment to the extent. Who is protecting Sebastian? Who's protecting Sebastian's dignity? Who? Because none of them are. LFT, Seth went on last night with, his name is Justin from TikTok. He has a predominantly bigger TikTok base. He was part of Olivia and BHB and all the shit when all of the exploitation of Gabby and stuff went on. And he's in the Nashville area. But he went on and did an interview with him last night, and Seth said way too much. Y'all, if you're coming in and didn't hear what we're talking about, read Chasing's comment above in the comment section a little bit. I don't want to. Yeah, voices. Yeah. Yeah, Lacey Ann, I'm struggling now too. Yeah. Oh, Titanium, that was the first thing. Titanium says, especially if he's found alive, this is going to mess him up forever. When I said this in the beginning of this, and I don't know if you were here or not, but when you have a child that they have said over and over again that struggles in social situations, that just wants friends and acceptance, that's a normal teenager. All teenagers want that. But then releasing this information to the public, to the world, this is on the internet forever. This isn't like, how? Yeah, it's. Hey, Jules, Juju, non-affiliated. Good morning. Yeah, Kathy P. This is just ridiculous, people. Yes, Coco, thank you. Revival, if there's anybody in here being hateful. Y'all, this is too much. Like, this is too fucking much. Yeah, Tracy, that's what I think it was. Please, please, if anybody ever is in these shoes and your child goes missing, please do not do this to your child. please, for the love of God, stop doing this to these kids. Tracy, it's not our place to know. You think SW? I highly disagree with you. Again, it goes to law enforcement. How is this helping the internet? I highly disagree with you. He can. You're right. He can. He can disclose it. But what a breach of privacy! What an absolute breach of privacy! Yeah, Tracy. There's just so many questions. Yeah, absolutely, Bree. Yeah, shy one. You're right. Oh, Tracy, you're right. Angela, how do you know that? Are you following the parents around knowing that they're not doing anything? You have something to say all the fucking time, and I've never given you attention. So let me give you your attention because you seem to be craving it. Get the fuck out of my chat, you stupid fucking bitch. You have something negative to say all the time. This isn't our story. This is about a missing child, and you fucking idiots have continued to disrespect, degrade the parents and the child. Now we're degrading the child and his experiences and his private journey and his life. You have lost the plot. And God forbid, I hope that you never experience what these parents are going through. And unless you have GPS up their fucking asses, don't come in my chat and tell me that they're not doing fucking shit. When law enforcement released a press conference that said they have cooperated. Continue to run with your fucking rumors. Continue to do your bullshit. Keep it out of my comments. You're not welcome here. Goodbye. Revival. I just did. I didn't even see your comment. Fucking people. These fucking people. Nobody's attacking Seth. Seth's at his breaking point. Oh my God. I can't. I can't. Y'all have no soul. You guys are fucking missing the point here. You're missing the point. He is a victim. It is not. No, sorry. Still going to stand right where I stand, and I don't give a shit who disagrees. I don't care. This is too far. This is his story to tell. Yes, yes. He's entitled to his truth. He's entitled. It is such a breach of privacy. SW, do we know for sure that they're vacationing? Do you know for sure that they're vacationing and that they're selling their house? Or is that JLR information? Or, sorry, normally I agree with you on a lot of things, but this I can't. I can't because I am going to continue to rely on law enforcement in this one. And they said they've been cooperative. And when you see that Seth says out of his own mouth that he has been followed and that there's safety concerns for Seth, let alone for the family, and people are going through every floor plan of their home, yeah, there's safety concerns. But again, until there's factual information that comes from law enforcement, I will continue to believe that, yeah, I'm not going to not go in there. Yeah, J-Dub, they don't care. Yep, yep. And this is my part. SW, it was on Nancy Grace, right? No voices, I'm not talking to you, sorry. Forgetting to whisper, thank you. Thank you so much. Yeah, Katie, I am so sick of this shit. Hey, Cash. Hey, Twinkles. I really don't give a fuck who doesn't agree with me on this. This is where I will stand and I will continue to stand because I'll be damned. If any of you parents think that this is okay to breach your child's privacy like that, please, please seek help. Please go talk to an actual fucking doctor, a therapist, a psychologist, a psychiatrist, somebody, please, and find out what this type of shit does. Please, because this is something that, yeah, can cause many issues. I just can't believe how many people are condoning that. I really am shocked. I'm shocked. I'm fucking shocked at the misinformation in here by some of you. Oh, SW. Ugh. Ugh. I'm trying to be respectful because I don't want to cause an issue. But I highly, highly disagree. And I understand where you're coming from. I get it. It's the stick. It's the speculation. It's the salivating over this stuff, but this is just gross. Yeah, just for you 24/7 because they won't come out here and talk about all this stuff. This is just gross. I sorry. Forgetting to whisper. I have stayed out of all of that. I have stayed out of thank you, Claus. No, and you're not standing with me. Here, let's change that up because this is I'm not involved in this situation. I'm just a mom who has a YouTube channel that I can't even imagine breaching my child's or my girls' privacy like this. I would never, never, never once. It's not fodder for the internet, what they've been through, what adults can make out of this shit. Like, this is a victim and a victim story, and we have no business knowing that until he decided to tell that. That is such a breach of privacy. We stand with Sebastian. We stand with kids being protected at all cost. We stand with not exploiting people's pain and suffering for fucking internet asspats. Tracy, I have gotten to the point where I'm so fed up with all the lies and the rumors and the bullshit. Britt, no, she's not. SW is normally she's very good, but she is Pascal's mod, and there has been a lot of fucking speculation over the top over there, and some. How do I say this respectfully? They're again very one-sided, so they're calling out the Proudfoots, but yet ignoring the fact that Seth has a very problematic history in the same. So SW, totally fine. I just will continue to stand on the side of the victims, and that's Sebastian. Sorry. Sebastian is what matters, and you guys have completely lost the plot. Yeah, Emily, it's too bad. Forgetting to whispers, it feels way worse than that. Hey, Vic. Yeah, yes. Spy Waffle, yeah. Auntie M. Yeah, where's Revival's comment? Yes, yes. Chico, thank you so much. Yes. Yeah, SW, I know, and that's why I always have respect for you. That's why I'm not doing this, but I've seen what's going on, and it is what it is, and I still will continue to stand against the fact that this is not needed information for the fucking internet to know. This is the privacy of a 15-year-old missing child, and if you can't understand that and rationalize that, I'm really shocked. I'm very shocked by this from you. Very shocked that you think that this is acceptable. These parents right now, according to law enforcement, have been cooperating and they suspect no foul play. However, everything is on the table at this point in time. And again, I go back to how the fuck does this help? How does this help? Seth is at his breaking point. The internet shoved him there. I don't know what the hell is even possible in this parameter to pull it back in. It has taken on a life of its own. There's nothing about that this is okay. I like Pascal too. But that's what's been going on, and I see it. I see what's going on. I've been watching. Who's speculating in there. Actually, Pascal, I'll give credit to. He did mention that Seth has background, but people in his chat were like, no, we're going to overlook that. There's been allegations there too, but they're going to overlook that and continue to vilify Chris and Katie. They're just pushing on all ends. Sorry, hold on. Okay, my phone rang. I will continue to say I stand with the parents until there's more information that's known. I will not vilify the parents and target the parents because the internet thinks that's... Yeah, Kathy, it is. It's really... SW, please stop. Like, just please stop. Like, I don't want to argue with you, and it's really disappointing me right now, and I'm just really shocked. Really shocked. Anti-M, yeah. It's probably best, SW, that you do exit my chat today, honestly, because this isn't about me and you, and I've always respected you, but on this one, I can't. I will not continue to let you vilify Chris and Katie because they're not acting and you're spreading misinformation in my chat. Yeah, Tracy, absolutely. You get the numbers by doing salacious shit. That's truthful. We know that. Yeah, Pascal is great, but it is what it is. No, they don't, Kathy. You're right. Yep, Tori, it is. Yeah. Yeah, there's period. Victim's privacy is all that matters. Yeah. Yes, pickle jars. I said that the other night. She had integrity for not doing this. Yep. She doesn't want to be in the algorithm with that. Yeah. Yeah. Anyways, this is about privacy of a missing child, and those boundaries have been completely thrown out the window. Completely thrown out of the window. Stitching. I bet he did. I bet he had a Chromebook. I'm assuming. Yeah, Chico, it's not. It's really not. I'm assuming he had a Chromebook or something at the school. I think most schools are using some sort of device now. So I'm sure that they have combed through all of his devices that he had access to, or they are doing. I don't know if they are doing any physical searches or not. I'm sure that they've been going through everything that they can. Oh God. Hey Michael, good morning, you dumbass. I'm just going to do this because otherwise I will, me and Michael will go rounds because Michael is uh, just controversial and likes to say things and then can't back up his shit. So it's not about you today, Michael. Pika, it's becoming worse than Summer Wells 2.0. Hey, Mary. Yeah, Meowsaurus, absolutely. Thank you, Revival. Yeah, his rights have been violated all the way around. And so have the parents. Like, truthfully, so have the parents by so many people. This is not His story, yeah. Oh, God. I can't understand why people think this is okay. Yeah, Cash, yeah. We're not today. Not today. It's shocking to see so many people stand by and think that this is okay, though. Yeah. The damage is done, yet. Yeah. It gets worse every day, Jenny Lou. Yep. Every day. Wasn't that a JLR rumor that started and got weight to it about the house for sale? Or was that a Dolly Vision thing? I don't remember. We're not doing politics. Yeah. That's low hanging fruit. I can do that any day with my eyes closed. I don't have the time today for that. Morning shop. Terry, this shit is just out of control. Yeah, Vic, I hope so. I really do. I hope they do because truthfully, I don't wish this on anybody. I don't wish their pain and suffering on anybody else. And I really don't wish to continue to hope that Sebastian will come home. The damage is done. This is out on the internet now. Like there's no undoing this. There's no going back from this. This is a minor child. When is this ever going to be acceptable? Yeah, Twinkles, I have heard that all over. There's no proof of that. Hey, Arctic Fox. If this doesn't make people think, though, of what the reality of where we're headed goes, and you think that it's wrong of us to say that we need legislation and laws to step in and protect victims, this is why. Those of you in true crime who don't do stuff like this, who go over cases, who talk about cold cases, who stream trials, who have integrity and morals, would never do this. And would never exploit the parents at their time of need. Yeah, Mary, yeah. I saw one place trying to identify who that was because they were like, that person would be an adult now. Let's find. Ugh. Anyways, I'm glad to see the majority of you get it. Terry, I'm really confused on all of the money, everything. I know like he's not working, so of course he needs an income, so I support that. I support him out there searching and that everything like that. But there's a lot of stuff going on. It's all going to be used, as soon as the times change, all of this will be used and weaponized against him. We all know that. We all know it's coming. Yeah. It sucks, Tracy. It sucks because it's an uphill battle, and without laws changing, there is nothing that will change until people are hit in the pocketbook and the reality of what this is starts hitting people and things start changing for victims and victims' rights. This will continue to happen. Which one's twat face? I call a lot of them that. Joe looking. Yep. 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 He's at his breaking point. Terry, yeah, I find that to be there's a lot of oddities. There's a lot of oddities, I will say. Like I don't get any of it. Titanium, I'd rather have 10 in my chat and people have integrity and don't do this to the families. Twinkles, it looks like that's the hard thing is it doesn't seem like he's got much support locally either. And I think he's just crying out for anything and everything. And I can't blame him for that. I can't even imagine what he's feeling. But this was too far. This was way too far. And I hate to know what the internet's going to do when the tide changes, and it already is. There's a lot of stuff being said about Seth. And I don't want that for him either. Yep, voice. Yep, absolutely. Yeah. But the sad thing is, Hildy, we can't do, I feel hopeless, helpless. Like, we can talk about it all day long. It doesn't do anything. It doesn't do anything besides give us a place to vent. And thankfully, more and more people are saying they would not do this. Like, I don't know what else we can do. Yeah, yeah. No dignity. No dignity, absolutely. Yeah, Terry, there's none left for Sebastian. And y'all, this is all allegedly. Like, I know it came from the dad and we believe the parents and stuff. So, yes, there's weight there. But at the same time, again, this is just too far. Voices. I was wondering if you would get that joke. Yeah, that's the whole thing. That's the whole thing. Thank you for the laugh, though, because yeah, yeah, Twinkles. He seems like idle time is really hard for him, and he needs to just talk and release it. That's human nature too. It's just they've pushed him into a spot, and I almost guarantee he'll regret what happened last night at some point in time. I'm sure at some point. Daddy's baby girl, he has no clue. He has no clue, and that's the thing is Seth doesn't know what is going to be made out of this. I'm sure he had no clue what would be said. Yeah, all we can do is try, right? That's all we can do. One step in front of the other. But if this is a message to anybody, sorry, I just needed to get it off my chest. It's been eating at me all night. Like, it's been bothering me all night. Bree, you don't have to send super chats. Thank you so much, though. But yeah, yeah, I just want people to understand that this doesn't have to go like this. This doesn't have to do this. Yeah, yeah, exactly, Arctic Fox. Exactly. Sebastian is forgotten. Yeah, didn't help Sebastian. Yeah. Bree, thank you so much again. It's going to get, it is, it's how much worse. I hesitate to even say that, but how much fucking worse can this get? Yeah, I'm sitting outside with you guys. This is my vent session in the morning, just sitting outside. You guys want to? I look like shit. Hold on. I'm still in my pajamas. I got to go get ready to go. I got a doctor's appointment. And I got class tonight again. Ugh. I have the hardest time staying awake during class. I'll be the first to say it. I'm too old for that stuff. Look at the weather. It's nice. There's the pool. Look at the sky. There's planes. You guys constantly are hearing the planes. Revival, want to see my tomato plant I glued tomatoes on for you? Look at those suckers. Look at how big they're getting already. Look at all of them. They're just glued on, y'all. It's a fake tomato plant. Oh, and then I planted little things last night. Little onions. It's snowing there. I know. I was laying out. I would show you guys my stomach, but I'm in my camera, so I'd probably show you something else. But or I'm on my phone, so my camera's a little different. But I laid out yesterday in the morning when I was just taking some downtime, some peaceful time for myself, and I laid out, and I somehow burnt like stripes on my belly. I don't why. I can never tan like evenly. It's always some weird stripes or something. I know. I'm sorry, guys. I know you guys all got snow. It's like in the 80s here. I almost went swimming last night. It's Beautiful. I know. Sorry, you guys. You all have snow. Yeah, Emily, it's bad. It's really bad. Tomato worms. Ooh, you guys all have snow. Yuck. I'm sorry. It's beautiful here in Arizona. It's beautiful here. This is what I do. Here, let me make sure my camera's still flipped. Okay. I sit out here in the morning, me and my little cigarettes, my soda, my cactus, and my flowers. My mother-in-law brought me daffodils for Easter the other day. So, and Dexter's hanging out. But it's beautiful here. Whoops, wrong one. It's beautiful. The planes, this is what the planes sound like all day too, though. Oh, spring break. Yeah, that's, ugh. You guys all have rain and snow. Sorry. Okay. Yeah. If anybody can know anything, you all please, like, if you're parents, please, if anything I can say about today, like what I'm trying to get across is the privacy of a minor should hold weight. I know that a lot of parents are in the whole, like, this is the train of thought I can't get behind, though. A lot of people think that because they are your kids, you brought them into this world, that you have full right to release anything and everything about them. There's that old school mentality. There's still that old school mentality that when people screw up, that they can't apologize to their kids too. It's really weird. Those are generational cycles that continue to exist, it seems like. But that's not that's not the reality. He's a victim, and victims deserve privacy, and they should have rights, and we have to do better at protecting our children. We have to do better because they're not fodder for the internet. Their pain and struggles are not fodder for the internet. They He could not give consent. He could not give consent. We talk about how horrifying family vloggers are because the kids can't give consent. How is this any different, people? How is this any different? Oh, Chico, yeah. Thank God we don't have any of those. But how, like, he didn't consent to this. Yoper Gal, thank you so much. Thanks for being the voice we need and know and care. Y'all, this is heartbreaking for me. It should be heartbreaking for anybody to know that, yeah, King of Queens. I've thought about that so many times. So many times. All that he needs to know is that he's loved, he's cared about, and that he matters. Like, that's it. That's all. That's it. His story matters. His life matters. He's been through a lot. He's been through a hell of a lot in his young years, and he deserves better. And there's life after these situations. There's life. Yeah, Lavina, yep. See, the Arctic fox. Yeah, there's so many questions. Yeah, devastated is a good word for it, Kathy. Yep. Yeah, Terry, absolutely. Like, to continue to break him down in the, obviously, we don't know what happened. None of us do. But if we're just going to go with what law enforcement said, which is the only facts that we know are true in this point from law enforcement, that's the only source we have to confirm that this stuff is truthful. I'm going to give all of the parents grace. They are going through hell. And unfortunately, social media has gotten Seth to his breaking point, and he made a very big lapse of judgment, intentional or not. I don't know. I'm not going to question that right now. I'm going to hope it was a mistake, but the damage is done. We can't undo it. Right? Right? Alex, that was, yep. Yeah. Daddy's baby girl, yeah. Oh, kids are way smarter than we give them credit for, too, y'all. Just because they're on the spectrum doesn't mean they can't process this stuff. It just processes differently. It, each and every person processes things different. And just because he's still like, he still has rights, he still deserves privacy and protecting. Like, oh, yeah, Terry, absolutely. Yeah, stitching. I remember that one really well. That was one of the biggest first cases I ever followed. Yeah, Wendy, that's very true. Divorce is hard enough on children. Yeah, Kathy, I think so too. I think it was really unprovoked. Lindsay, it did a lot to a lot of us, I think. I think a lot of us are like sitting here saying, yeah, Lavina, I don't think they moved, though. That's been rumors and speculation and no confirmation of that. Actually, people have verified that the house isn't for sale, things of that nature. Again, I'm not going to speculate on what's going on because it is pure speculation and rumors at this point in time. But I will continue to remain on the side that Sebastian deserves dignity. Sebastian deserves so much more than what is happening. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Chico, I talked about that some the other day, like my own fears and stuff. And oh, hell to no. The shit that they would come out with. Oh my gosh. Queen of Kings, that's amazing. Yeah, Terry, I can't imagine how unsafe they feel. I can't. I don't even want to picture that. Like, I don't think any of us want to be in their shoes or even try to rationalize how they're feeling or processing. Good Lord, I can't imagine. I can't imagine this. I don't want to. I don't want to. Yeah, Lavina, from what I'm hearing, just so you know, I know you meant the best there, but from what is factually stated, there is nothing to back that up at this point in time. Yep, Alex, you're so right. Ah, shop, that's my favorite fucking part. My favorite part is the no filter. You sh- I, my mornings are just hysterical with my little one because she tells it like it is. After she gets her sugar rush, she's got all sorts of shit to tell you. Just like her saying adults were stupid the other day when she was listening to some of what I was listening to. And she wasn't listening to the bad stuff. She was listening to the stuff about these cases, and we were just having a conversation. But she's right. Oh, Arctic fox. I think it's gotten way lower. Yeah, Angel, I wouldn't either. I wouldn't either. Can you imagine? Like, I wouldn't, all the memories surrounding it, all of that. No. Every time you have to be faced with seeing and knowing that he's not there. And let's say that they didn't have anything to do with it because we don't have any information to even say that they did. Can you imagine being surrounded with those memories every day and not knowing, not having answers? That would be a lot for me to take. I would want out of there too. I wouldn't want to be home alone. There's no way. Mm-mm. And let me just say this very blatantly. When you have kids that have gone through a lot as a parent, when things in your life haven't been perfect, the guilt that parents feel, I can't imagine the guilt that they have in the second guessing. Right now I'm again on the theory of innocent until proven guilty. So just our own guilt that we put on ourselves, like nobody's going to make us feel worse than we already feel. So they're already dealing with the what ifs, what could they have done? I'm sure the guilt is overwhelming for all of them. Like the what if, the what could have done, what should I have done? I think that's human nature. And then to have everybody on the internet picking apart every little thing and blaming you for more, I just can't get down with that. Yeah, Chico, you're so spot on today. Yeah, T Berry, you're right. You're right. I really believe that he just made a lapse of judgment and is at his frustration point. But still, we protect victims, and this is undoable damage right now. Oh, spring break. I hope you enjoy. I pray that he comes home too. Well, I don't pray, but I'm sending all my healing energy and all of the good thoughts. Mom guilt is so real. I hope you have a great day, Lavina. Yeah, yeah. Jen Lear, yep, you said what I'm catching up now. Oh, Coco. Oh, Chico, thank you. Yeah, yes. Pika, you're so right. It's day after day with these channels going into private, intimate parts. I I'm really discouraged. Like now we've got information on Nina's child, who is a minor. Now we've got like that was overstepping for me in the beginning. Like she could have not given the name of her child or private details about again, and not to take away from Nina's story because we stand with victims, but at the same time, like some of this stuff during such a moment in time like this, she has the right to tell her story. The timing of it completely, there's so many things I could say, but I'm giving the benefit of the doubt all across the board here. But that was a lapse of judgment to release that information on her minor child, too, in my opinion. But again, these people are not, they don't understand social media, it obviously seems. And this information is out here forever. And I doubt that she quite knew what this would do. And I doubt the creator who did the interview with her either did. Like, I'm going to give him credit too, because I don't think he knew where this was going to spin. I can't even imagine the guilt that they feel. The guilt. Except cash. Thank you, Bruce. Thank you so much for. I'm going to keep that pinned. March 8th, 5'10, 185 pounds, no media coverage because he's not white. God, Bruce. You're spot on. Somebody brought that up the other day, too. No media attention for all of these. Arctic Fox, have you covered the one that Bruce and put out that information? I'm sure Arctic Fox probably has. I'll go share that information out. Oh, Bruce, I will come to your page and share it. Thank you so much for that. Y'all, if there's something you guys like, I'm kind of all over the place. For those of you that don't know, I do have two special needs girls, and then I have an adult daughter who has a ton of medical issues. So I am all over hell. I do have a job, unlike people. I just got a job. So I actually am amongst the employed now. And then this is just kind of my hobby. But I am off running all the time. So if there is something that you want me to share or want me to see, please tag me or even one of my mods, and we will make sure that we get it shared out too. Please and thank you, because I do miss a lot of stuff. I don't get tags a lot of times. I just kind of avoid them because most of the time they're bullshit. Emails have kind of slowed down on the death threats and threatening to put my child on the dark web. So I have started kind of checking my email a little bit more again, thankfully. Um, but if you need me, just please reach out and I will try to get anything you want me to share out there. Again, I'm not true crime, but I will do whatever I can to help. Oh, Lacey, 17,000 later. The glass is paid for. It's all done. It's all set up. We ended up paying 17 grand for the glass. It was a rough few months, but it's done. It's over. He actually got a call yesterday from the railroad in Utah. His old boss in Utah wanted him to come back. He was the site manager and he's an engineer he was on a short line in Utah, and he's like, we're not in Utah anymore. We're in Arizona. And he's like, but if you have a site down here, hit me up. So he got a pretty good job offer yesterday, but it's in Utah, so he's not taking it. But he's doing really, really good right now. He's so freaking busy, though. The company he works for is amazing. Well, it's not a company. He's an independent contractor. He's a general contractor, but um, the designers that he got in with are so busy and they're doing great. Yeah, holy shit is right. 17K for that glass. Yep. That was our cost. That was after his insurance kicked in over 50 grand. Yeah, because then we had to pay for somebody to go finish installing it because we were down here. Crazy. Yeah. It's behind us. Yeah. It's behind us. But that really did something to his like self-esteem. It took him a while because he was like, he felt so bad and so helpless because it was just a huge mistake. But yeah, thankfully it's done. It's done. Yeah. Mary P, you're 100% right. You're 100% right. These kids are targeted for sure. Okay, y'all. Oh my goodness, Angel, that story has me completely mind blown. Have you guys been following that? The two ladies from Oklahoma that went missing and they suspect foul play. Have anybody? Yeah, poor guy. Like, I felt so bad because it wasn't intentional or anything, but he felt like he set us just completely back and it had nothing like, I was talking to him last night. I was like, do you even realize, like, you have allowed me and the girls to like go on the process of healing, and he's taken the brunt of it. He's just a great guy. He's a great man, but he's found his confidence again and he's out there kicking ass and taking names. I'll show you guys some of the projects he's been working on and some that he's completed. He's done some pretty cool shit out here. He's done some outdoor patios. I don't remember what they're actually called. There's a name for it. It's like the walkway, the breezeway between people's casitas and their homes. It's amazing. But he's done some cool work. Thank you, Lacey. I appreciate that. We're just normal assholes like the rest of everybody. We have mistakes. We've done so much stupid shit in our lives. Everybody has. We're far from perfect, but we're just genuinely who we are. Oh gosh, Marcy, that is so crazy. Yeah, cash model trains. That's great. Yeah, weren't they on the way? So the one was, gosh, I'm going to get their names wrong, so I'm not even going to say it. But the one was a supervised visit worker who worked for DCFS doing supervised visits, and the other one was the mom going for a supervised. Ugh, that's terribly sad. That's horrifying. Yeah, very concerning. Very, very concerning. Dad's in rehab. Yeah. There's just, yeah, it's a sad situation, super sad situation, and they came out and said that they do suspect foul play. The Again, there's rumors going on. One of the news stations was saying what some of the locals were alluding to would have been the cause for them to say that it's foul play, and I just hope I hope something good comes out of one of these cases. There's so many horrifying things going on, y'all. Don't forget, if you're local to me, we have Mercedes Vega Walk on the 17th of April in downtown Tempe. If you are local to me, please join us. Please don't come with the intent of exploiting it for clicks and views. Please come with the mind that her murderers are still out here roaming free, and she was murdered horrifically a year ago. It's been, eh, her case is heartbreaking. Oh, Arctic. Um, Oh, I'm going to forget her name right now. The girl from California who called the police department with her GPS. I was going to cover that. I actually posted something and I was like, we'll talk about this. But then when I tried to get like the actual information because something wasn't making sense, I called the Paws County Sheriff's Department for them to give me the actual, like, what, because I was seeing conflicting things about her locations where she went missing from. And I kind of got the runaround. So I just wanted to know like what was verified. Was it the stuff in their flyers? And they couldn't confirm. Well, now seeing that she was found deceased and that she called in her exact GPS coordinates and they went somewhere else, and then a month later she's found dead. That one has my mind blown. Yeah, 12 gauge. I was wondering about that too. There's a lot of questions with that Oklahoma case. Yeah, please do, Arctic Fox. I'll share it out. Absolutely. I would love to have some more. Oh, Arctic Fox, thank you so much for doing that. Thank you, Revival, for sharing. That, yeah, the GPS one is terribly sad. It was weird because there was different information coming out locally here about her location and where they suspected and where people were looking. But then, according to what was released, like it wasn't even the same location that she had called from. That's where I got confused. And I called to like verify like which is the correct location that people should be searching or looking for her. The response, I mean, they were great, they were nice, but they just couldn't give me and now seeing that they knew her exact location and she was there, just frustrating. So frustrating. So frustrating. All right, y'all, I gotta get off here in a minute. I'm gonna smoke one more cigarette with you guys, but then yeah, Wise Angel, it's so sad. Yeah, Lacey, God, that one just, it bothers me so bad. So much odd stuff happening. If anything, it's a good reminder, hug your loved ones tight. You never know what tomorrow will bring. This world is going upside down. I mean, we have people getting punched in the face in New York just randomly. We have all sorts of crazy stuff. The Preston Lord case that weighs on my heart so much. That's right here, uh, like extremely right here for me, and it just bothers me. No, you can get them in any state, Angel. You can FOIA pretty much anywhere, as long as that's like in California. They have some different rules and regulations with FOIA and information and body cams and stuff. It's really odd. So it depends on the state rules and laws, but you don't have to be in the state to FOIA information. Yeah. Yeah, please go sub up to Arctic Fox. Arctic Fox really focuses on the missing cases, continues all day long putting missing flyers out, and it's so important. Thank you, Marcy. Yeah, that's so sad. So sad, y'all. So much going on. So much shit going on. Thank you guys for listening to me vent this morning. This shit weighs on me. Like, it's heavy on my heart. Like I just feel so bad for the parents and Sebastian. Like, truthfully, that's. Oh my God. Hold on. Oh shit, I just bumped Bruce's comment off. Oh my God. He could have been saved. Wow. This is. It just really makes you think, like, where are we in society that this. And it's escalating. If anything, we're seeing is these crimes against children are escalating. And there's just not resources. Hey, Truth Hurts, sorry. Yeah, I agree with you on that. Truth hurts that they're just desperate for answers. I do. But unfortunately, the damage has been done now. The shit's just all gotten. Yeah, there really is, T-Berry. Absolutely. Some of these cases just really make you think, like, we have Claire and Sarah's law, so we can check our new partner isn't a risk. That's amazing, Angel. I highly agree with people running background checks on anybody that you're going to date, especially if you've met them online. I'm a huge proponent of that. If you're on a dating site and dating off of those, run background checks. If you don't know their first name, last name, turn your locations on. Always have your location on and a trusted friend that knows where you're going, who you're meeting with, what your expected time is. We see so many horrible crimes happen from dating sites, but then there's still good people out there, but you just got to take every precautionary thing. We do. Queen of Kings. CPS does need overhaul for sure federally. Yeah, Terry agreed. Mental health crises are out of control and not enough resources. 100% agree, you guys. You guys are all spot on. There's just too much. CPS is horrifying in some places. Oh my God, Terry, that drives me nuts. And have you guys seen? I encourage you to go look at the Spirit Box sessions. Just in this situation, just Google Spirit Box and his name, or not Google, YouTube search it and see how many come up. I found 6 last night. 6. Yes, we do. Tar Heel, 100% agreed. 100%. You guys are spot on. I appreciate all these comments coming in. You guys are spot on with so much. Oh, out of date. Yeah, a lot of our systems are out of date. Out of date. Out of date. Yeah, right, Cash? Isn't that the truth? We spend money on the craziest shit, but not on actually fixing and helping people. Don't even get me started on our vets and how our vets are treated. Yeah. Yeah, Terry, isn't that funny? And then they got a few other ones who claim that they're experts to go against the grain. So then they've been elevating them up. This is just kind of the ebb and flow of YouTube. I'm realizing that they push out anybody that's willing to go with these wild speculations. It's just crazy. Too far, too far. Oh, the spirit boxes piss me off. Oh, Oakley Carlson. Oh my God, Washington State CPS. Let me tell you, I've got stories. I've got stories and friends that are therapists in Washington State and horror stories I could tell you. Yeah, Idaho, Montana, Washington State are some of the worst that I've ever dealt with CPS systems, for sure. And it doesn't go away. Oh, is that a dove? No, they're blackbirds. 12 gauge. 12 gauge. You have a channel too? See, I didn't. You guys have to give me grace. I don't. There's a lot of new people around, and I don't know who's creators and not. If you have a channel and cover stuff like this with integrity and morals and victim centered, please let us know. We will drop your channels. I have no problem doing that because those channels need elevated that are victim focused and focus on the missing. There's so many people missing, and everybody deserves to be brought home. I don't care your social status. I don't care your anything. Everybody deserves to be brought home. Tanya Whip out of Florida. That one still bothers me so bad. Oakley Carlson broke my heart. That's another one that so many things go under the radar. So many things. Yeah, that's T-Berry. Ugh. Oh, Kathy, you see, I love this. I love that you guys. I just surround myself with them. My best friend from 6th grade, she's a licensed family and um, she's a what is she? Licensed family and marriage therapist, but she also works with chronic illness. Mental health is lacking. We also have care in the community. I think mental health is lacking worldwide for the most part, truthfully. Um, do I have a mod in here still? If any of my mods are in here, could you click on 12 gauges? Don't block him, please, on accident. But one of you, could you click on his channel and then drop his link in here if you could for me? Could you share his channel for me, Kathy? Sorry, you guys, I'm on my phone. Otherwise, I would do it. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much. It's so weird to ask my mods to do anything. I hate doing that. That is so awkward to ask them to do something. It's so weird. They're just, thank you. Thank you, guys. Me too. Me too, Terry. I am still with you. I have a petition to reform our broken Amber Alert system. Yes. Yes, please. I will absolutely. I'll pin it in my description, Arctic Fox. Send it over to me. I will absolutely pin it in my description and we'll drop it in stuff. Absolutely. And she does a retreat too, Kathy, for caregivers. She's incredible. I've been lucky to surround myself with that. Just shows the need for mental health around me. But I've I've been really lucky, really, really thankful for. We have had some of the coolest people in our lives that are therapists. Some of the coolest people that have made impacts forever in our lives. Gosh. Thank you, mods. Thank you, guys. Kathy, drop your link. Don't forget to drop yours. Revival, drop yours. Cash, you can drop whatever you want. Just not, well, I'm not going to say that in here because this is a serious one. Oh, I love that, Mary. I love that. See, I'm so thankful to surround myself with so many of you that are really, really advocating for change. Oh my God, Queen of Kings. Whoa, that's a story. That's a hell of a story. It's just nonsense on the web at gmail.com. If you email me there, I'll send you my personal email. And then that I check every single day. That's Queen of Kings. I can't even imagine. Hey, Fireflies. Thank you all for doing what you can and using your voices. SW, I hope you understand. Like, I have a lot of respect for you. Today, I just can't with this one, though. Like, no love lost. This one, it gets me. All right, y'all. I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Please be kind. Please understand that this is going to be all over your algorithms. And just remember, these aren't our stories. This isn't our place to know. This isn't information we needed to know. Law enforcement needs to know. The people who are actually working to bring this home. Oh, another good thing that I do know is EquiSearch. Twyla is on it. Duty Ron did a video. Encourage you guys to go watch that. EquiSearch, I have the utmost respect for EquiSearch. They're an incredible organization. If you're going to donate to those organizations that really do so much. There's so much to be said about organizations like that and how many people they really do bring home and what they do for the communities. Donate to your local organizations that are helping with resources for those that are struggling with mental illness, for our kids. Like, There's so many things that we can do. And it's so great to see so many of you with channels doing the right thing. And that wasn't a threat to anybody earlier. If you do this shit, and it's a promise. It's a promise. I will fucking name and shame all of you guys, because this is too far. This is not stories we need to know. We have got to start protecting the victims and the victims' rights. We have got to do better. We have got to do better as a society to protect our vulnerable people. Everybody, our elderly, our children, our vets, everybody. Oh, Twyla's great. Yeah, I really have a lot of respect for EquiSearch. Yes, Lacey Ann, agree with you. They absolutely got to do that. Yeah, think about what you're putting out. Think about the fact that it's going to be out there for the rest of your. Once it's on the internet, you guys, it doesn't go away. We all know that. And this will be fodder for the rest of everything. Wendy, thank you. Yeah, I'm glad we have our little vent session over here too. Yeah. Uh, One of your new friends is using ASD Recognition Month and S about last night. Mary, I'm not following. I'm not sure I know what you're talking about. I don't know if I want to know, to be honest. Friend is a word I use very, very. Yeah, they are. Yeah, Lacey, and you're right. Law should be in place. Yeah, yeah. Yes, yes, yes. Terry, we're pinning that one on my way out. All right, y'all, I gotta go shower. I will see you guys later. Have a great day. I will not be live again today. I have class tonight and I have shit to do. So I hope you guys all stay safe out there. Keep your head up. Thank you for continuing to stand with the victim and keep the victim in focus, because that's what's needed. We're going to continue to give these parents grace. They're all going through the worst things imaginable. I would never want anybody I know or anybody to be in their shoes or to have to navigate the shit that they've been thrown to navigate. And if for some odd reason that this was ever shown to Sebastian, which I hope that never comes a day, but please know that you are loved, you matter. Things can get better. And if you are still out there, please understand that it's okay. It's okay. Like, it's not okay what people are doing to you on the internet, but it's okay. I all right. I'm out. Bye, y'all. Stay safe.